Hi friends, my name is Wendy. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been around here a while, welcome back. We have a brand new release from Trinity Stamps today, and I am showing you all the goodies. Look, they are so cute. So we've got dinosaurs, we've got waffles, we've got some really cute little sayings for cheese pieces. So there's a bunch of these little cheese stamps, and then these are little puns that go with them, like "you've aged to perfection," those types of things. And then there's more dinosaurs that are in love. There's some birthday dinosaurs, super, super cute. Then there's these guys. There's a bunch of dinosaur cutouts. We've got a tiny mouse. And then we've got some dies that say friend, simply sentimental, excuse me. And then there's some toast and a toaster with some puns for sentiments. These cut out all the pieces of cheese. And then the really cool one is there is a whole toaster card situation. We are going to make an entirely different video for that because that's going to be epic and it needs its own video. Today, we are going to make some Valentine's gifts for kiddos. So I really love giving little Valentine's goodies for kids. My husband and I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. It's just never been a thing for us. And so I don't do much for him, and we don't do anything for each other for Valentine's Day. But I still like celebrating the idea of giving a little extra love for the day. I enjoy all the cute hearts and different fun things that you can do. So you notice my nails are painted with a new color from Dazzle Dry along with some hearts. So I've got on one of my little Valentine idea nails here. And then I'm going to stamp out a whole bunch of these heart waffles. So we're going to do 3 of these per box. I bought some treats from, I think I just got them at the grocery store. They're little treat boxes. I'm not going to say the brand because I don't know if that's a thing. Like if I'm not allowed to share the brand of the company, I don't know how that works. And so I just covered them with some colored cardstock, but then we're making this cute kind of tag to go on the front. So these will be very easy. I can mail them to my little nieces in Montana, or I might make something different for them. Not 100% sure yet. I really enjoy making all the Valentine's goodies. So over on Trinity Stamps, by the way, I don't know. Well, let me share really quick. First of all, I am guest designing for Trinity Stamps for 3 months, February, March, and April. So you'll see a video from me every month for Trinity, and I'll have a blog post and everything. I use their products anyway, but they reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to do some guest design work for them, and I said sure. So we have embarked on that adventure. You and I mean, we are just, you guys have just been here for the ride to see all the things, and there's just much more to come. I'm really excited. So for these hearts, I'm just stamping them in black ink. And then there's this really cute little stencil that Trinity made to color in the waffles. So you don't have to hand color these little waffles. You can color them by stenciling them, which I think is so fun and super duper easy. So you'll see that here in just a minute. We're going to grab the stencil and ink blend. I decided to use Distress ink for the ink blending. And I'm using, I think it's Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso. And my initial heart, I felt like was a little too dark with the Ground Espresso. So basically what I ended up doing later on was ink blending everything with the vintage photo and just going over it extra, because there's two stencils here. There's one stencil to put down the base layer, and then there's a second stencil just above it that adds your shadow. Before I do that, I'm going to stamp my sentiment to match my boxes. So I have two boxes that are red and a box that is pink. And I picked colors that I thought would match the best. I used some Concord and Ninth ink, and I stamped in poppy, and what other color did I use? Honeysuckle. And then I used the matching cardstock to cover the front of my boxes. So this image says, you're waffle-y cute, which is okay. I just love a pun. My mom is the queen of a pun. She loves puns. So I probably am going to need to make her like some sort of Valentine goodie with one of these. I won't give her this one because you're waffle-y cute seems silly to give to my mom, but I'll use one of the other little pun ones because she just loves a good pun. My mom, she can't help herself. So anyway, I'm going to stamp all three of these out, and then there's a die cut that die cuts the sentiment, which is perfect. I love it when there's a die cut to cut the sentiments. And there are die cuts for several of the sentiments in this release. So we're going to ink this up, get it all stamped, and then we will move on to assembling everything. So I got the pleasure of meeting Tanisa from Trinity Stamps at the Sacramento Scrapbook Expo last October. Such an incredibly nice person, and I got to meet her like right-hand gal, Carrie Rhodes. If you've been in the card making industry for a while, you probably have heard of Carrie or know her through many things that she's done. But she is also super sweet, and they've been amazing to work with. So it's always nice when you find companies that are really kind and loving and generous and happy to work with you. It just, I don't know. It makes doing the job that much better. And I don't even really know how we can call card making a job, but for some of us it is, it's how we make our living. So here I'm going in with some ink blenders and just covering the base of all of these with vintage photo. And then once I'm finished with that, I will use the other stencil, and which is just right above this one, and we'll add those shadows. And you'll see what I'm talking about with some of them are too dark as we go through this. So anyway, yes, so guest designing for Trinity, February, March, and April. And then, as you know, I do some design work for some other companies too. That's not changing. So it's just fun to keep adding. I've got a class that's going to come out soon, so stay tuned for that. We have lots of fun things in the works for 2025. It's taking me a little while to get off the ground with things because the beginning of 2025 has been a little nuts, but we're doing it, we're getting there. So, here I'm just going to cover these with a piece of cardstock. I just measured it with my ruler and made them just like 1/8 of an inch smaller. And then we're going to arrange all of the little hearts, and then we'll glue those down, and then we're going to add some of the sparkle spots. And when we get to that part, I'll talk about those. But I often will do like arrangements, trying to figure out the placement of everything before I commit to anything. I would never just add glue to these and put them down. I'm just not that talented. So I've got to kind of do my arrangement first, figure out how I want everything to look, think about it, overthink it a little, and then I can commit. You know what I'm saying? We all got to have the overthink moment, and then, okay, now I can make a commitment. So in other news, what other news is there? There is other news. Okay, my car. I don't know if you guys have been following me with my car saga. If you're new around here, I do like to tell some stories and chit chat a little bit while I make my projects, especially when there's a part like this where I'm just gluing things together. If that's not your jam, I totally get it. You don't have to hang around. Or you can mute me and put on music and watch me craft, whatever works for you. So, the car saga. You all know, if you've been here a while, my car broke down on January 2nd. My daughter was driving it. It literally just died and had to be, driven to the side of the road. Thankfully, she was able to get it off of the road. My husband went to the rescue, replaced the battery, thinking maybe the battery died on her. Was not the battery. Had it towed to a shop. The shop, where we go regularly, super, super nice guy. He was like, yeah, something's weird about this. So my car had 116,800 something miles on it. Okay. And it just quit running. Well, when he looked on the inside of it, there was no, there was no oil on the outside of the engine. There was no leaking in my driveway. There was nothing, but there was no oil in it. There was like 1/4 of a quart of oil left in my engine. And so basically my engine seized up. So first my husband kind of got a little attitude with me. Okay. He had himself a little moment thinking that I had not been taking care of my car. And I was like, excuse me, sir, I just had the oil changed, the stickers in the window. Jimmy, our mechanic, who's awesome, can attest to this because he puts a little sticker in the window when I need my next oil change. So yeah, I was overdue for an oil change by 1,000 miles, but that does not cause your car to completely die and seize up, right? So Jimmy, our mechanic, was like, something's just not right about this. Like, I don't know. So he Googles and does a little research. Come to find out that my car make and model from 2015 to 2018 has this excessive oil burning issue, and there is a recall on the engine. Okay, just stay with me. How lucky do you get with this? Listen to this. You're gonna be like, what the heck? So when my husband calls me and tells me the engine is blown, I bawl. Like, I start crying because I'm like, this is not the time of life for me to need to buy a new car. If I'm being totally transparent with you guys, like, my business, my financial, like, inflow at the moment is not the most fantastic it's ever been. So I think it's just a testament to the economy, and, people just are not spending the same way that they were. And so I'm not worried about it, but, there's some things, right? So anyway, long story short with that is I had myself a good cry. And then I was like, well, whatever will be, God, like, there's nothing I can do. So then we find out about the recall thing. Okay, so then I find out that in order to qualify to have your engine completely replaced, you have to be the first or second owner of the vehicle. Well, I immediately get on the phone with the dealership where I bought it, and I'm like, I need a Carfax. I need something to show, am I the first or second owner? And I knew somebody had owned it before me, but I was thinking, am I the second or third owner, right? Like, I don't know. So turns out I was the second owner. Listen to this. Then the car had to be under 120,000 miles. Check. It was 116,000. Skin of my teeth. And there's a third thing. It had to be less than 10 years old. My car is 9 years old. You guys, God, I'm going to tell you, on that day, I was like, well, I'm God's favorite today. Today, God loves me so much. He always loves me so much. But I just was like, what is happening? My car is 9 years old, under the mark, 116,000 miles, just a trim under 120. And I was the second owner. So the company completely replaced my engine, no charge. by the way. How cute are these projects? So yes, these little treats are going to go to somebody in my life who deserves them because they're waffly cute. Thank you, Trinity Stamps, for making such a cute release for us to enjoy. If you guys want to see any other videos from me, you can see them here. If you want to shop Trinity's new release, there is a link below the video. You just have to scroll way down, or you can go to my blog at loveandstampin.com. I appreciate it when you use my links. It means a lot to me. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.